Way too many people completely misunderstand what's going on in this scene, because in this very same episode we see undeniable proof that the monsters don't have telepathy and they aren't a hive mind. The first thing you need to remember is that we literally see the grandma monster looking for Ethan and Julie after they left the house, and it completely fails to find them. This means she cannot read their minds and find out where they're hiding, and it also means that the monsters do not have omniscience. They have to find people the same way as we do, by manually and painfully looking through the places we think that they're hiding in. And the fact that we clearly see the monsters shrieking in communication in this same episode means that they don't have a hive mind either. Their minds aren't psychically linked to each other. If they were, there'd be no reason for them to communicate the way that they were about the plan to get Boyd into the barn. And it's very obvious that's exactly what they were doing in these moments. And even in Boyd's backstory, the monsters had to slowly go through all possible hiding spots in order to find the residents of the town. There were no talismans found at this point, but the monsters still had to look for the people individually. Another incredible scene to think about is when Boyd kills Smiley with the worms. It's easy to see from the monsters' reactions that they had absolutely zero idea what was going on, and they clearly did not know what Boyd was going to do before he did it. Once again, this means they cannot read the minds of the people, and if they had omniscience, they would have already known Boyd was infected with the worms, which once again they clearly didn't know. What this means is all of these monsters are individuals with their own thought processes, but they have the same biology. So basically they're the same as humans, they're the same as us. Because these monsters lack telepathy and they're clearly not a hive mind, as well as the fact that they obviously don't have omniscience, whoever it is that told them about what Boyd said is another being entirely separate from the monsters themselves. Maybe it's their boss, or maybe it's just somebody who really wants the monsters to win. The reason itself doesn't really matter. The point from this episode is the monsters do not have a hive mind, they don't have telepathy, and they're clearly not omniscient. All the information that they have, including the names of the residents, was given to them by someone else. And considering the entity using the dead baby knew exactly when to call Jim Matthews, it's obvious that whoever that is on the phone can see at least everything in the town, if not everything in Fromland itself.